Yeah, it's pretty okay. I'm just saying it's okay. I think it's a fair in between mid and good. I don't think the show is really super significant to any degree. I do like the world building. I do like some of the character development. I do like a lot of the action and the animation. I don't really care for the narrative too much, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it feels like one big mobile game. Like every time they get new characters, they add on to like more buildings, they're paving roads, they're creating all of these kinds of things. Spoiler alert, they're just basically building a fucking country. They're literally building this big country, and it is exactly like a mobile game in my mind, which does tickle my brain in a nice way. However, it is pretty lame. I think that's super lame. So let's dive into that time I was reincarnated as a slime. I don't want to do a big deep dive on this. I really don't want to make a big video with a lot of cutaways and transitions and pictures and fucking everything, because it's exhausting and I don't have time for it. I've already moved on from it. I'm already pretty much caught up with that time I was reincarnated as a slime, and I guess I'm at the point where I'm just waiting for more of it to come out in order to continue watching it. I have not watched the Slime Diaries, so I'm primarily going to be speaking on the show itself, like the actual show. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. A lot of the characters do have some unique personalities, but it does feel like their primary personality is to just brown nose the fuck out of Rimuru, which I feel like is deserved. He has done quite a lot that's good for a lot of people, but they dick ride him like super hard, and it is really uncomfortable at sometimes for me. It's really weird. It feels like that's their entire personality, and it really just dives into this, like, are they real? Like, is this a big simulation? Because the Great Sage, like in the beginning, again, spoiler alert, where it's like you get these skills, these abilities. It's like a game, right? It's a fantasy game. It really just kind of takes away from their personalities, because it really just makes me not invest in those characters as much. But some of the characters do have some pretty interesting, like, unique traits, like where Benimaru is supposed to be more of a leader, and he ends up kind of like halfway running. He doesn't want to run a harem, but they're like forcing him to. But, well, Shion has like a personality where she just is like bad at cooking, and then she later develops a skill where even if she's bad at cooking, the food still tastes good and gives them nutrients anyway. So it's there's a lot of very ridiculous things, and the first thing that I really could not get into, that I really had to try to dig hard into and like get through, was the whole naming thing, where Rimuru would find monsters and he would have the ability to give them names that would give them power, which is like, why didn't they have names in the first place? Why are they not naming their children? You absolutely need to do this. Like, you need to identify people in your civilization or in your tribe or whatever the fuck. I think they like, what is preventing them from doing it? I don't know if they explained that or not. I don't think they have. I'm basically saying that they haven't explained that. It's just the way that it is. Monsters cannot name themselves. They cannot name their children. It just, naming just doesn't work for them. So it's really dumb. I hate that portion of the show. I really hate it, where they give them a whole new like aspect, a whole new life, a new personality almost, where they're just like, oh, I'm stronger now, I have this ability, it's more in tune for me to do this narratively. It's painful. But I mean, overall, like I said, I do like the world building. There's a lot that's going on here with like different demon lords. I do enjoy it. It's not like bad. I don't think it's bad, and I don't really want to say it's mid. It's just a good in between mid and good. I think it's okay. I really don't dislike the show. I really do enjoy it. He just gets really fucking overpowered really fast, and I think that gradually contributes to why I feel like this is just a mobile game. Like, I'm watching a mobile game play out in like a fucking anime. It almost feels like a chore to watch. Like it isn't. It isn't something I think I am going to ever say that I fully enjoyed to like the fullest extent, where I think this is a great show. I think I'm always going to be on the side of this is mid-ish. Like, it's okay. Which also, so to speak, ironically, there is a mobile game, I believe, of that time I was reincarnated as a slime. I didn't want to turn this into like an enormous thing, like a big video of me like going into all the details about Clayman and like all the stuff that happened at what's it? I almost said Walpole from One Piece. Walpurgis. Yeah. All the stuff that was going on from like Walpurgis. Like, I really don't want to just detail each individual character. This person does this or this person does that. It really isn't important. It is kind of just like a slice of life. I think some of the characters don't really fit very well with slice of life, because there's a lot of really aggressive characters who want to do battle and fight a lot of the time. Like, there was this whole story arc or movie. I can't remember if it was like a movie or story arc where Benny Maru and the rest of the Ogres ended up finding Hero, who was like their brother or something, and he was with another civilization that was helping with this toxicity in the water from this like magic that was like not purifying it. It was like making it really toxic, and people were like getting sick, and the queen was getting sick because her ancestry had like an agreement with this other not demon lord, but whatever, this god. They called her a god. It's the show gets pretty confusing at times, but it seems pretty straightforward for most of it. I just wanted to talk about it because I have planned to make a video talking about it. So I moved on from that time I was reincarnated as a slime, and I am now currently, regrettably, back on Fairy Tail. And right now I just got past the Infinity Clock, and I'm starting the guild tournament arc, so we'll see how that goes. If you want my opinion on Fairy Tail, I'm just gonna kind of come out and say it. I hate it. It's trash. I like the characters are pretty, unique. A lot of unique character designs. Fire guy, ice guy. I'm kidding. There's no like. You gotta be kidding me, man. It's painful. The first story arc was really hard to get through. Like the first 6 or something episodes, every time Natsu defeated somebody, it was just the same fucking Pokemon animation of him jumping up and punching him. It was the exact same animation. It was so unbelievably painful. And Edelos was really hard to get through. I couldn't get through Edelos without wanting to vomit every night. It was Carla was the only good thing that came out of it, and the bad story about the fucking cats so far. So yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about the time I was reincarnated as a slime. I think some of the stuff is pretty good. I do have a lot more fun with that than Fairy Tail. I am looking forward to watching some more of it, but again, it's not something that I would recommend to a ton of people and be watch this, it's super good. I would say if you want to watch it, if you find it interesting, I think you're more than welcome to watch it and find it interesting. I think you're more than welcome to believe that it is a good show. I don't think it's bad by any means necessary. I did enjoy myself. That was about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.
Complete.